The first major of CS2 kicks off in less than 24 hours in the great city of Copenhagen, but of course, things could not go off without a hitch. There's been last-minute major drama. It's being reported by PGL and directly from the players that 9Pandas were not able to make it to the major location in time. Their visas were held up, and therefore they've been disqualified from the tournament and replaced with GamerLegion. My name is LionHeartZ, and today we're going to quickly go over the news, what this means for all of our pick'ems, and what can we expect from GamerLegion going into the first round of the major. So, if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you guys take a second, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more major news coverage coming to you live, not from Copenhagen, but from my bedroom, as events unfold live. We're well on our way to 1,000 subscribers, so every little bit counts. Also, channel memberships are now live. Consider supporting me for $5 a month. You get access to exclusive logos and emotes, as well as a shout out at the end of every video. Also, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/LionHeartZ1237, live Sunday through Friday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And let's get right back to the news. So it was reported this morning by PGL on their official Twitter that, quote, all PGL CS2 Major Copenhagen 2024 teams were required to be in Denmark by March 14th. Despite multiple extended deadlines, 9Pandas can only line up 3 eligible players today. As a result, PGL has replaced them with GamerLegion for the tournament. Now, to say this was shocking is an understatement, as I and many others were really looking forward to seeing 9Pandas live in Copenhagen as they came out of the European RMR as sort of an upset figure through the last chance qualifiers, of course destroying Astralis, which we covered in a recent video, and then defeating GamerLegion pretty soundly in the final best of 3. It would have been awesome to see C's pull through with this last dance run this late in his career with this young Russian team out of nowhere and see what they could do in the field. However, it looks like that's no longer going to happen. Seized himself took the Telegram to give his side of the story on what actually occurred here. Reported by Distortion on Twitter, who is the social media manager for Waxbeer, a skin trading website, Seized said, and quote, the most meme is that the confirmation came from the consul that the visas were delivered on the 14th, we just couldn't pick up our passports in time. You can't imagine how much and what effort we put into how many nights without sleep we spent the last days. Such devastation inside I have never experienced before. I don't know how and how long it would take to recover from such a blow. So it looks like, and this is just my interpretation of events, that 9Pandas aren't appearing at the major due to some kind of incompetence or issues within management that led to them not picking up their visas in time. If we take C's at his word here, the visas were ready, but someone failed to get them so that they could make the trip to Denmark by the deadline. How this happened, we don't know. We don't have specifics or a statement from 9Pandas at the time of recording. Though it should be considered that this is a Russian organization, it's going to be hard to get any kind of clear communication from them. They don't regularly post on their Twitter. Maybe we'll see something on Telegram or Facebook in the coming days, but again, as of right now, there's no official statement for 9Pandas as the organizational side of the story. But if the events are as true as Cease has laid them out, then this is a huge, huge bummer, both for the team and also for Counter-Strike as a whole, because seeing a team that rightfully qualified, played brilliantly through the LCQ, to suddenly be dropped from the tournament is just a massive disappointment, not to mention the financial windfall. Keep in mind, this has been stated over and over by other pundits, making the major is a ton of money. Stickers, signatures, being in the major is millions of dollars to otherwise small organizations. It's absolutely not an understatement to say that making the major would have changed all of these players' lives as well as the organization. Seized himself may be an iconic player who's been around for many years and played at the highest level before, but the other players were Tier 2 and Tier 3 competitors who were making their very first major. This was a big deal for 9Pandas, and I can't imagine how the players are feeling currently. It is what it is, and my condolences to the players, but let's look at what the field is left standing. GamerLegion are going to be next in line as they lost to 9Pandas in the LCQ, so they take their slot in the major. That means the new adjusted schedule looks like this, courtesy of PGL on Twitter once again. They're going to be taking 9Pandas' spot in the opening match versus Call. And what does this mean for pick'ems? If we go to my pick'ems, I had 9Pandas going through in the 3-1-3-2 category. I really liked this team. I thought they had a lot of potential. I think they could have done it, upset, and made the elimination stage of the major. So where does GamerLegion stack up, and do I consider any other teams as possibly making it in their place? Now, a lot like 9Pandas, GamerLegion are a roster of young players anchored by a seasoned veteran. In this case, it's Snacks, doubling as both IGL and veteran presence, and the star power on GamerLegion actually looks quite strong on paper. Acork is a top 20 player who has top 10 potential. Isaac, Chaos, and Volt also played quite good in the major qualifiers. So the question is, what can this team do in the field? I think it's pretty straightforward. This first match versus Omcall is very winnable for GamerLegion, and if they get off to a hot start, I could see them making it through. But I do want to take some time to acknowledge a team that I think I definitely underrated my first time through the pick'ems, and that was Eternal Fire. And Eternal Fire, I just have to admit, I'm a bit biased against. We've been waiting on Xantares and Woxic to show up and be to their star level that they've shown in brief glimpses for years now. So personally, I was down on them. I don't expect them to be able to show up at the major because frankly they've had trouble doing it in the past. But on paper, this is a very strong lineup and they've been playing very good recently. So if you were to take Eternal Fire as one of your 3-1-3-2 teams, I can't begrudge you that. I think that's a very, very good option in lieu of 9Pandas if you were to make an adjustment to your pick'ems based on what I had already done. So you can go them, or you can go GamerLegion as that slot that 9Pandas have just vacated. I think GamerLegion are a very solid roster. They have a great chance to do good here, especially amongst this field. And again, compared to the rest of the competitors that are still there that I didn't put originally into 3-1-3-2, I do think they're better than those teams. So yeah, a little trouble in Copenhagen on the eve of the first major in CS2. Once again, unfortunate news for 9Pandas and all of their fans. It's really sad to hear. But hopefully now that things are settled, we can get ready to focus on the competition again, starting tomorrow. Again, I'll leave that schedule on screen. All of the games are starting around Central European time. So let's get ready, let's lock in, and hopefully the action is as exciting as can be. Remember, follow this channel for more major updates, more pick'ems coming your way, as well as other CS2 videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as well. Follow me on Twitch, and I want to give a brief shout out to all of my channel followers, my brothers Jesse and Justin, and of course, the leader, the captain, the OG Global Elite, Furley707. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, and I'll see you soon with more content. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.